welcome
to Masters of Music.
I'm Voldemort.
I'm Derek.
And this is episode 8.
Episode 8?
The ancient Jedi texts!
Oh, let them have you. Page turners, they will not.
All right, episode 8.
And this week we have FireKind.
FireKind, an amazing rock and roll power trio from Devon, UK.
Yeah, across the pond.
We got 2 of the members, brothers actually, Dan and Jas Morris.
Yeah, they're badass musicians, man.
Yes.
Yeah, but we got to move on because it's time for Music News! You guys have anything to say?
Yeah, what's going on?
What's going on? You guys got something? Maybe across the pond?
Huh? Across the pond over there?
Something with biscuits?
I can't hear you!
I don't know. Anyway, oh yeah, so in today's news, speaking of FireKind, we can talk about the Fire Festival. Totally unrelated. Fire Festival, we all know that as the 2017 terrible festival that went down. I think Ja Rule was one of the co-founders and all that stuff. So one of the trustees, Greg Messer, was overseeing $26 million. They used $14 million of those dollars to go to different parties putting the festival together. They paid about $2 million to all the artists, but they're trying to win $14 million back, and they started with all the artists, I guess, but they finally settled. So out of all that money, they got $300,000.
Damn, I was at $300,000.
I wish I had that, but out of what they wanted, that's complete shit. I think I was part of that was like Blink-182 got paid $500,000 to play it, but they only gave back $100 or something. On the other side of things, they paid 2 Paradigm artists, Major Lazer and Disclosure, something like $1.5 million or something, and they only returned like $225,000 or something. So very small amount. So that's why they try to sue these bands. Try like, no, we need at least most of that back. And they're like, no. I think they just settled for $300,000. So they just, you know. And after 14 lawsuits, the guy who threw the Fire Festival, one of the co-founders, Billy McFarland, still in jail. He has asthma. He's worried about COVID and all that shit, but he's still in jail. And yeah, so there's a lot of. I'm sure we're gonna hear a lot more from the Fire Festival saga.
Yeah, that's the kind of burn you don't get rid of.
Yeah,
but I don't know. Yeah, but I don't know if they should actually pay anything back. I don't think like Blink or any of these artists should pay anything back because the Fire Festival, the main problem is the Fire Festival and how they ran it. And like as an artist, a lot of times when you book a gig or get booked for a gig, you lose other gigs. So you lose that Wednesday or whatever the fuck that day was. You lose that day and a few other days to get to that day. So Blink could have played somewhere in like New York and made double, triple that money playing a stadium somewhere there or something. And they gave it up by signing this. And then they found out that that gig is like completely horrible. So why would, what do you think?
There was also Fire Festival. I hadn't seen the documentary yet, but I got like the gist of it. They had like no food for the crew. It was just ham and cheese sandwiches. People slept on the floor. It was in the Bahamas, so it was like weather conditions were crazy. They didn't take care of their crew or anybody. So, and like it was just there were like no bathrooms or some shit like that. It was really bad. So they deserved that fall. But yeah, I agree. Like, especially with the scheduling thing. I know this. I have to like save some things that, not even just for shows, but I have to kind of make sure recording is not interfering with a potential show. Like I have to push back recording, which is like, or, you know, scheduling shows and recording as well as publicity stuff is like, it's crazy. So if you're giving even like an hour of your day to something, you're really sacrificing something really important. So it's totally on them to screw it up. And it's good that the band's pulled out. That was a shit show.
Yeah, it would maybe even like bring their brand down or their band. Like, I think Blink would have fun. They would just run around naked or whatever, have like with a lot of little people.
Yeah.
And this kind of reminds me of some of the gigs I played before where I've been to places and there's no PAs or whatever. Like, should the band even play? because you hurt yourself. We played a gig one time. It was an awesome gig, but the gig basically we drove down to this undisclosed state and we played a gig and there was no PA there. So the band, we kept playing because the show must go on, but we lowered all of our instruments and our singer sang without a fucking PA, which was amazing. Everybody loved it, but it was super hard on his voice. Like it would kill singers, you know? So I think the venues and the festivals have a lot to, they have to get their shit ready and prepare for us.
That's good. You had a good drummer too. Your drummer knew how to like play with dynamics.
Yeah,
Thank God.
Yeah, if you didn't know, just be like,
like,
what the fuck?
I also played a show. I would say the state. I don't care. I played a show in Park City, Utah, and I only say that because we drove from LA like all that we that day we drove. It was like I don't even know how far that is from LA, but it's just far. We're driving all day. We finally get there. It's snowing, and we're like, oh, at least we get to play. And then there was no PA, and we were promised a PA, and we were like, fuck, and we made something out of a broomstick. Yeah. Thank God I had like a little speaker. I just set it up, but I just remember like using the restroom, and my manager screaming at the club owner like, what the fuck is wrong? Like, get the fun. The guy was like almost like in tears. Yeah. And I got out. I was like, fuck yeah, dude. I was happy with my manager. Like, thanks, because like this sucks. We sacrificed so much to get here.
And it sucks when you actually own PAs. Like we have PAs.
Yeah, you had a PA.
Yeah.
He should have just
PAs
told you.
Here. Like there's PAs everywhere. Yeah. I would stop and pick up a PA. Yeah. Like it's easy.
Yeah. We'll figure out the costs later and stuff.
But it's also, you know, shit happens on the road. We're just people, whatever. But you guys should, if you guys had some crazy road stories or like of gigs gone wrong, just write a comment down below and let us fucking know.
That's a great t-shirt idea. Gigs gone wrong.
Yeah.
Damn.
Gigs gone wild.
Gigs gone wild. Yeah, we would love to hear your stories. We might even like show it or present it. That'd be so cool because we all have those crazy stories.
Yeah, but we got to move on because we got the final 5 of FireKind. Excellent. Hey,
what's up?
How's it going?
How's it going?
Woo! Thank God. Okay. Final 5.
The final 5. Okay, so first question of the final 5. What is the most important piece of gear, or secret weapon, as we call it, while on tour or in the studio?
Pliers.
For any of you guys. And these questions we ask everyone.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I mean, I love playing one guitar and one guitar only, and that's my back is behind me. So it's never let me down, and it's survived -20 in the Alps, and you know plus 40 degrees in the hot, sweaty venues, and you know I'm just gonna say my guitar, my Seth Backus guitar, it's always there, and the van.
The van and a 4-way extension lead, because there's so many venues that they don't have the powers so far away. Yeah, have you got, you know? So yeah, something that can get the power to you. But yeah, that's what.
Damn.
Nice. Those are very. That's like so important. Yeah, that's just having dependability and just coming prepared. Yeah, weapons. Well, Omar, do you want to ask number 2?
Yeah, number 2. What is the most memorable or crazy story from the road?
Yeah. So this is not one of our shows, but when after we recorded the album with Allan, like a year after that, he did the Sound City tour with Dave Grohl and all of those, and he got us backstage passes, and at the end of the show we all squeezed into this tiny green room, and it's full of rock royalty, you know, celebrities, actors, obviously Dave Grohl and all the Foo Fighters. Was Jack Black there? No, he wasn't there. No. And then I think one of the family members started choking on choking on like a piece of food or something, and our sound guy, it was in the lifeboat, so he obviously knows how to do CPR and stuff, so he was like performing CPR, and Dave Grohl was like, oh man, what do we do? And our sound guy roadie Paul was like, this is what we do, and and rescued the person.
Yeah.
Something like that. But it involved Dave Grohl, someone choking, and our sound guy doing CPR or something like that.
God. That's fucking nuts. All right, awesome. Number 3. Ooh, I like this one. Ooh, I'm glad I'm asking this. What are your tips for songwriting?
Oh, that's probably that's for you. Tips for songwriting. Yeah.
Try and please yourself is the best thing which I've followed, because I used to before I'd be like, oh, what do people want to hear, and then try and like push your songwriting into that direction, and it always comes off fake. And so nowadays I'll just sit down and just try and write whatever comes out. And if you're like, oh, tonight I want to write a rock song, and then you try and write a rock song, but it's just not coming out, and you end up coming out with a acoustic-y ballad, then just go with it, and just keep doing that all the time, and then you'll eventually get all your rock songs and all your ballads in equal measure.
Nice.
Yeah, that's probably
That's
my
awesome.
answer.
That's the best way.
Yeah.
Cool. Dan, you want to add on that, or?
Yeah, I mean, writing from what's true to you, isn't it? Writing from your heart, writing from what you feel, and not pleasing other people, because it just mixes things up, and it kind of dilutes what you actually try to mean. And I think when you focus on what you really want to get across, I think the song's more true to itself and more original, and then it sounds more cohesive in a sense. So it will be more genuine, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. More of a genuine song, and people will appreciate that more, regardless if they like that kind of song or not. They will know that it's a true song.
Right. Yeah. Honesty. That's just all you can do is be honest.
Yeah.
Killer. Well, Mar, you want to?
Yeah, I just have another question. Like, what about your sound for FireKind? How did you guys get that sound for FireKind? That's part of the songwriting too. It's like the essence of the band, because you probably didn't have this sound before FireKind, or was this the kind of thing that you guys were just gravitated to from the beginning since you were babies?
Yeah, I think a lot of it is being a 3-piece. So, like, as a guitarist, I'm trying to fill the sound up as much as possible, which then leads on to like playing stuff on a baritone guitar, which is the thickest sound, fills up that area, so you might not need keyboards or another guitarist. And trying to make riffs fatter, so it fills the sound up better. And we've always loved like big stadium bands, so trying to write riffs and tunes which would fit in that sort of arena.
No pun intended with that arena.
Yeah, I can't peg you guys. You guys are very very eclectic. You have, like, you mentioned Queen earlier. I could hear Queen in your sound, but you don't sound like Queen though. But like it's crazy. Your influences definitely show, but it's, for me, it's just like this whole new, especially as a musician too. I'm always trying to like, who do these sound like? But like to me, you guys are just like freaking. I can't really put my finger on it. It's cool.
Oh well, that's cool. Well, thank you. I mean, I got a lot of love for your sound as well, Derek. Listen to you were listening just before this, weren't we?
Yeah.
And Dan was like, "Wow, that's awesome."
Fuck yeah, Dan.
Yeah. So much.
No, you sound awesome. You sound great. I love how you go. Rah! You go that kind of get that grit and that scream across. But
the energy.
The energy. Yeah. That's it.
Fuck yeah! Thanks. Yeah. All right. So anyway,
I love it.
Number 4, and this is for both of you guys. What is your favorite lick or playing technique that has helped you playing? Or it can be musical, like, or we talked about vocals too. It can be vocals and any of your instruments that you guys do.
Favorite lick or technique
Yeah.
to help you're playing?
Good question.
Yeah. Not pushing itself too much. Not in a practice sense, but if you're singing, for instance, don't always go flat out. Just pull back a bit, and open up your dynamic range a bit more. Because if you're always like pushing on the edge, you haven't got anywhere to go if the song needs it, and then you end up just like blowing your voice or blowing your arm up on the guitar. And like with bass, isn't it? You know, keep it simple and then a flashy bit.
Yeah, and I guess in regards to a technique or a lick or a warm up for the bass, it's using all the fingers. Is that, you know, get so many people using just the 1 or 2 fingers, but yeah, just stretching the fingers, and so keeping it simple, keeping it rocking, keeping it focused and on the point. I think definitely.
And are you a finger guy or a pick guy, Dan?
Oh yeah, it's funny really, because I was a finger guy at the start.
Fucking Jace. All right.
I know. That's another story, but no. But yeah, I'm a pick guy now mainly. 95% of the songs I play in the band are with the pick, the plectrum, and some songs I might just sort of play a bit of fingerstyle for a bit, just because that's the way it should sound. That's the way it needs for that part of the song. Or another song might need not that so much of attack that you get with the pick, so then I'll play finger. So it's all about, for me, what the song is and what you're trying to get across and the emotion of it. And I love playing with a pick though, because you get that attack, don't you? You get that aggressive sort of bite to the sound. And but no, I do love a pick, but I'm open to all sort of techniques really. Bit of slap maybe, but not too.
Do you have any influences related to the bass? Any influences related to the bass, like specifically, or?
I mean, Jace mentioned the band earlier, Wishbone Ash. There's a guy called Martin Turner. He uses a pick, and very melodic bass player. But yeah, I mean, he was one of my main idols, really. Just a mixture of bass players, really. I couldn't really name one. I kind of like to pick the best bits from each, and of what bits I like to hear, and kind of get inspired by that. I mean, Martin Turner is probably my main inspiration, really. Yeah.
Cool.
Damn.
Well, look him up. I gotta look that up. I gotta look that band up.
Yeah. Wishbone Ash. Yeah, definitely. It's
Wishbone Ash.
yeah, great band.
Hardest working band.
Yeah, they're still touring today. They've been touring for 35, 40 years.
Not touring right now. But.
No, they're not. No, but yeah, it's brilliant.
Killer. Number 5. You want to say number 5?
Go for it.
I'll say number 5. Okay, cool. The final of the 5, number 5.
Final 5.
This is what? Ooh, this is a good one. What is the best advice you would give a person looking to do what you do?
Just don't stop. So many bands, I think, don't make it because they just stop. Some bands make it overnight or within a few years, but other bands, like Anvil. Have you seen that film? They've made it. Yeah.
Took forever.
Yeah, but I know for us, just keep going and make sure you keep enjoying it. Like,
yeah,
you think the same, really.
Definitely. Don't give up. Always have that hope, have that dream there, because it's something that you can reach, I think.
But you got to put the work in.
You've got to put the work in, and just the enjoyment that you get out of it, for me is kind of like I'm there already. But yeah, love it. Just keep going. Practice. practice. Yeah. Definitely.
That's fantastic. Yeah, everyone, most of the artists we spoke to too, they're all about that. You just got to put in that work, and you just don't stop. And and like you said, like you got to love it too. You got to be in love with it.
Yeah.
And then it won't really be too much like work. It'll be more like just a dope ass like marathon.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure.
Well, hell.
Don't too much.
And say again.
Don't get drunk too much.
That's something I wish like a lot of I'll say yes to that. Yes. Well, fuck, man, that was awesome. Thanks for being on the show. Oh
man.
yeah.
Fuck.
9 p.m.
That's the opposite of us. We're coffee.
Yeah, we're doing this right now, and but
Nice.
mine's not coffee, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Poop water.
So, when do you guys release your next single? Or are you guys releasing a single or an EP or
Well, they just released
Yeah.
Adrenaline like on
3
early
weeks
August.
ago, right? 2 weeks ago?
Yes. So yeah, is it 2 weeks ago? Well, we've got our next single's coming out in September at some point.
Okay.
I don't have any more details than that, but yeah, there'll be I think a few more. I don't know what I can say without Wes telling me off.
right. That's a good point.
But yeah, so we got the deluxe album coming out in October 30th. So we're super excited about that, and can't wait for everyone to hear it and hear the deluxe tracks as well.
Nice. Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, hell to the yeah, guys. FireKind, thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, this is badass. The beginning, we filmed it a little bit weird, but I'm going to see what I can make out of it.
We'll see. Yeah. The shot. We didn't know the shot was gonna be weird at the first half, but we'll work that out later.
Yeah. This part looks great. You guys go perfect. Yeah, the final 5 looks great. The beginning, I might do some picture stuff over and whatever.
Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fun.
Yeah. Dude, but it was awesome meeting you guys. You guys are fucking badass, dude.
Oh, it's great to like this modern age to be able to have a casual chat, and we're halfway across the world. It's
Yeah.
just amazing.
Yeah.
And we'd love to meet you one day for sure. Absolutely. And yeah, share a beer with you. We'd come to LA.
Or
That'd
if
be
you
fun.
if you come to England, then you can have a cup of tea and some
And
scones.
some biscuits. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's get those biscuits.
Yeah. Man, I would love to go. I've only been once, and I played this one bar in Manchester. I can't remember what it was called, but yeah, I got this dope like Trooper. I can't show it. This Trooper beer thing there, and it was just freaking awesome. And yeah, so I can't wait to come. I'll definitely want to come back there.
You're more than welcome to crash at my place. I got enough space.
Awesome. Okay, you guys live in Devon?
Yes. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna write that down right now. No. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, freaking awesome, guys. We'll let you guys go and enjoy your evening. And thanks.
Thank
Dude.
you very much. It's been an absolute pleasure to chat to you both.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Bye, dudes. See ya. Woo! Yo! That was badass.
Yes.
We got a second dose right here for you of FireKind.
Which we had to get visually creative with due to
Technical difficulties! Utah, how did you guys get started playing? Like, music at all?
Do you want to take this one down?
How did we get started playing? Well, little kids. I guess our dad he played in bands himself, so it's only natural that it kind of rubbed off on us, and just sort of went. He was playing guitar around the house all the time, and when we're old enough, we could sort of creep into the pubs, see him play on stage, and I think we were just sort of inspired by that, and that's just for me anyway. I knew that's what I wanted to do with my life is just music and perform and entertain people and rock out. So,
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Your dad played like guitar, electric guitar?
that's it. Yeah, electric guitar. I mean, he sort of dabbled in everything, a bit of keyboard, a bit of bass guitar, but yeah, he's such a musical person. That's how it sort of started. Really brilliant.
Wow. Is bass your original instrument? I'm sure you must have picked up a bunch.
Yeah, I mean, keyboard, I guess. Piano was one of my first instruments. But yeah, I mean, eventually, I just can't stay still in one place. I have to, with the bass guitar, you can rock out and walk around the stage and go up to people, and I just love that, and the interaction.
Yeah. The live performance is like the best part. For me also, performing live is better. I hate the studio because it always shows my mistakes. So fuck that. I want to go on stage and just rock out. But
Yeah, cool. So who started I don't know, who are you guys? Are twins or I don't very similar.
It's funny because sometimes people say we look nothing alike, and
Oh.
other times Yeah, other times are like, you guys are, like you just said, twins.
Yeah, that's
I
what
don't
people
know,
say. We
like
are.
maybe it's like if we face different angles, then we look the same.
Yeah.
No, it's fair, isn't it? Yeah.
Would anyone start first with music? Well, I mean, your father did, obviously, but like, out of you two, like, who kind of, like, picked it up?
I think we had our dad lent us this one guitar, which was kicking around the house, and I think I was the one that grabbed it first, wasn't I?
Yeah.
Like mine.
Yeah.
Just playing it all the time, and then a bass came around, didn't it?
That's it. Yeah. It's really, really basic bass guitar, sort of made out of random wood with some strings stuck onto it, literally. And so, yeah, I mean, I started playing that, and I just loved it. And it was a bit of a war at a moment for a period of time. Who's playing the bass guitar and who's playing the electric guitar? But I was quite adamant at playing the bass guitar. So I don't know. Whether were you adamant about playing the electric guitar? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's all a bit of a fuzz, but I just love the bass, and I got to have this. And it just worked out that way, I think, and just perfect. It would have been a bit different, I guess, if we both tried to play bass or, play electric guitar.
I noticed. I saw a really cool video you guys posted about 5 years ago called "FireKind in the Alpine in the Alps." What, 90 days, 90 shows? Am I crazy?
Yeah. Was it more than that actually?
Yeah. Because we had 3 months, so it was. Yeah, it was. I guess it would be 90 shows because it was
90 shows.
But we had like weekends off.
Uh-huh.
So they'd squeeze the gigs like double in the week. So now 2 gigs Monday to Friday. And and I think we lasted maybe 2 or 3 weeks, and then we're like, we've got to drop the keys, We detuned all our instruments down to E flat.
Uh-huh.
And we're like, this actually sounds really cool.
Yeah.
All the songs sound fatter, and it's easy on the voice, and we've just kind of stayed
that way now.
Wow, that's cool. That's how you guys got your sound. You guys are so heavy. Yeah. Gosh, for a trio, like trios are my favorite too. Like I love favorite kind of band ever. I was in a trio too, and
you still are on a trio.
Still am in a trio. Yeah.
He has 2 bands, or at least.
Yes, but yeah, like fucking, that's crazy. Sounds so full. Wait, what are some of like the things you did on tour, both of you, for like sustaining? Well, Jace, for your voice, and like some ritualistic things, or what'd you do? Like, what are just some fun things, or not? Or I don't know how to word this. Just what'd you do to like sustain yourself?
I know it's the dream in it. You go out on tour and you're just partying every night, but you just can't sustain it, can you?
No.
Like you don't last very long, and then the music drops rapidly. So luckily, the drummer we had at the time, his girlfriend was out with us on just on holiday, and she was a vocal coach. So she like made sure I warmed my voice up before every gig. Like 15 minutes of just like da, da, da.
Yeah. And
also got one of these like these steam things, you've got on open up the voice, and it probably drives you mad, doesn't it? Like me,
Dark Vader.
Yeah. Well, I'm always often the one that gets up first, and when you're on tour, you share rooms.
Yeah.
And there's me in the corner like, doing my annoying vocal warm-ups, and he's trying to sleep, but I don't know. Are you used to it now, or
I'm used to it. Yeah. It's just a blank now. Yeah. What's that noise?
That's funny. Oh, so do you do your vocal warm-ups before and after?
Not after, unless I've had a gig where I feel my voice is like in the wrong position, and then maybe try and gently bring it back. Make your chords straight again. If I remember my vocal tuition correctly.
Yeah. It's crazy. I was going to say, I get a bit late. Being the harmonist in the band, I guess I get a bit lazy with the warm-ups. But hearing Jace doing it kind of kicks me into thinking that I should actually be doing that as well. So I do now and again. I do the scales and stuff, because it does actually help, whether you think it does or not. But yeah, if I haven't warmed up and I'm at a gig and I haven't done that, then I kind of warm up as I'm singing. So I sing really soft and bring it in. But yeah, it's a good lesson. You know, you got. It's just like it's a muscle, isn't it? So you've got to warm it up, and yeah, it's.
You've got one hell of a range, and you're going up and down, and you give it some grit as well. How do you sustain that?
It's a good question. At least on tour, I would. Oh, that's a great question.
He sold his soul to the devil, and he has 5 more years.
Yeah,
that's about it. It's not gonna
last too long. No, no, but I don't know. I think just well, there's always things to avoid. I suppose, like chili and like on days of the show, not to eat spicy foods or anything that might dry your voice out. And but I don't know. Like the best, and also warming up before. I like to cool down after, just like a little. You know, there's like this one cool warm down after shows. Like try to make yourself sound like a zombie, like, and that and you do that for like 2 minutes at a time, take a break, and then you do something else. But then that kind of like helps the grit last and kind of, I don't know. But I don't know. I also just before show, like if I have a show, I don't eat anything after like 1 p.m. And so I just don't. That's it.
He also doesn't talk to anyone.
I try not to, yeah. No talking and no like or just I don't do anything. It's very not productive. I try not to do anything like stressful or like any sort of clerical work or anything where I have to do like answer emails. I just go for a walk or walk my dog or just chill all day, and then I play, and then it's just like I think rasp and all of that. I don't know. It's just and it's weird. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, stress can play such a huge part, can it? In like it's like tightening up when you want to be, But yeah, having a good eating, you need at least 2 hours, don't you? Before you eat, before a show.
Yeah, there's been plenty of occasions we turn up to the gig or you're on in an hour, and then they say, when do you want your food now? And you just can't do it. That stodginess in your tummy, I think it does affect your singing. And for me anyway, it's just something extra, I don't know, on stage that I'd rather not have that there. But it's weird, isn't it?
Drummers always, they eat anytime. They eat like,
I was just going to say, they just eat pizzas, like whole pizzas during the set. Like,
and they have 6-packs.
Yeah, and they're usually really buff, yeah.
And they eat pizzas. It's like, what the fuck?
I know. Yeah. Because they're doing a workout for their own gig, though, aren't they, most of the time?
Yeah.
How did you guys start FireKind? And where does the name come from? I was wondering, or is that a secret that we must decipher?
Yeah. Names are the hardest thing to choose for bands, aren't they? And
Yep.
We were actually called Rude Tiger before FireKind.
Damn, I like that.
Okay.
Yeah, which had a Marmite vibe to it. People were like, "We love the name," and other people were like, "I hate it."
Yeah, one or the other.
And it came to a point where it was affecting our progress in a way, because we would get turned down for festivals and gigs and stuff because they were like, what is this crazy band? They're not rock. There must be crazy jazz fusion or something.
Yeah.
Not wrong with that, but they just went us. And then we got this like super experienced mentor guy called John, who used to manage Seal back in the day.
Oh, cool.
And he sort of took us under the wing and stayed with us for a bunch of time, didn't he? And we had we put a load of names in a hat, and I think he's the one that suggested the FireKind name in it.
Yeah. I think he did suggest it from the old comic, or something on those lines.
Yeah, was it Judge Dredd comic?
That's it.
Oh.
It used to be a species, the dragons in the... Was that it? Yeah, the dragons.
There's no dragon. I don't think it's dragons.
Oh, it's not dragons. So I've almost invented how this name's come about. It's great, yeah. But Yeah,
it's like a publication. Oh,
Yeah.
we're rounding it.
We're rounding it.
We don't even know.
Don't even know it. Yeah.
That's good. With our name, Hot Stop, we used to make up different stories, kind of like in The Dark Knight, where Joker had a different backstory for his scars. Just do that every single time, and then you'll be way more bigger. People were like, "Oh my God, I heard it was about FireKind is about the time that they crashed their fucking '67 Mustang into a gas station, and they all came out or whatever." That's the new story. Like,
Yeah.
you guys were born out of fire.
Man.
Yeah.
Fire and Kind, and we put Fire and Kind together. We're like, wow, this is the name.
Yeah.
We're gonna go with that. I think try that next time.
Yeah, I like when I hear when I first heard the name, I was like, oh, cool. It's like it makes me think of like pretty much it's like what it sounds like to me. It's like the type. You're the type to be passionate and ferocious and what's the word? I guess explosive or incinerating. But like, yeah, just kind of like, and that's what your music is. It's like passionate and explosive at times, and it's like kind of like the killing kind. It's like, man, that she has a love that's the killing kind. Well, you guys have like a music that's the fire kind. It's like freaking, it flames you, it burns you up. It gets you like, So that's what I got from it.
Love that. That's a great analysis. Thank you. I think the worst pronunciation mistake on tour was Fire CUNT.
Oh, yeah. You can't say that in America. For sure.
We'll be canceled immediately.
Would you? You can't even spell the letters out.
No. That's just a joke. Yeah. I think you can spell it out. I'm going to put it up in big words. C-U-N-T.
Oh, God.
It does, cuz it's educational.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Damn.
Cool.
Yeah, that is a bad that's a bad mistake that they did. I don't know who did that, but
yeah. That was in the album, I think.
Yeah.
God. So how was it like so you're the producer, Mr. How do you pronounce his first name?
Yeah, just Allan.
Allan. Oh, okay. I was gonna say Elaine. Okay. Allan Johansson. He worked with Them Crooked Vultures and Chris Cornell, a bunch of desert rock bands, of course. Actually, Eagles of Death Metal too, right?
Yeah. We see them.
At a club in
LA. Yeah, when we were out there. Was
it
them that we saw?
I think it. Yeah.
They had like this secret gig. And Alan's like, oh, do you want to come to this show tonight? It's in this tiny venue. And we got there and like Josh Homme was there and all these like rock star giants. And we were like, oh, this is amazing. And I think it was Eagles of Death Metal, wasn't it?
Pretty sure. Yeah.
Oh, that's freaking awesome.
yeah, Derek's riding with him here and there.
Oh, yeah. I wrote with him a couple times for the new album coming out.
Yeah, he lives right by us, like 2 miles away.
Yeah.
That dude is a real rock star. Like, if you want to know a guy that lives like a rock star, it's that guy.
Yeah.
There's nothing not rock star about him.
It's crazy, yeah. He's cool though. He's actually he's like super knowledgeable and stuff. But man, that's cool though. Like, so how is it like working with Allan? Like, he must be like such a legend.
He's the easiest guy to get along with.
Oh.
And yeah, when you spend time with him, you get to realize why all of these huge bands, like Queens of Stone Age and Crooked Vultures and like Dave Grohl and stuff, and why they like hanging around with him, because he just adds so much energy to the room, when you're there, and his ideas like, try this or try that. They had so many of them moments.
He's so enthusiastic and very creative and passionate, and it's got this ethos about him which is incredible. And we were with him for 4 or 5 weeks or something, when we recorded the album or whatever. But he's an amazing guy. And like Jace was saying about how these big bands and artists like him and you sort of collaborate with him. And you can see why. Awesome guy. Yeah.
Freaking such a legend, man. He was in a band, I think, with Hello Slovak. like way back in the day, like 1988 or something, or Hello Slovak and Jack Irons, like the first Chili Peppers like lineup. Like just his own band, and they're just like, and then Flea joined that band later. It was just like, how the hell, like, and then he works with all these other legends, and yeah, just mind blowing. That's crazy.
Whereabouts in LA are you? Because you must be sort of quite near. I don't know if you're in Hollywood area.
We're in the Nella area, northeast LA. So it's like the hip spot, like Silver Lake, Atwater. Everybody lives here. Like it's like the nice neighborhood right in the middle of everything. Instead of living where like the millionaires live, they kind of like the little neighborhood. It's a weird thing. When you come back, we'll show you.
Yeah.
We'll stalk people.
We'd love to come out and grab a beer with you guys.
Yeah.
I don't drink, but he does. So it's cool. I'll get a tea.
Tea, yeah.
Right? And some biscuits.
Perfect. That's ideal. I love it.
No, yeah.
Well, Allan is fascinated with the terminology across where you guys are. I don't know why. He's very easily entertained. But
Okay, do you guys measure yourself in stones? Because who does stones?
Both. I do both, actually, yeah. Stones and kilograms.
Oh, wow.
Because that's the weird thing. Like, how do you know what stone is your weight? Like, you have to find a stone? I don't know. It's a weird...
I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably back in the caveman days, so like, here's a stone. This is one stone.
Yeah, the main stone. That's the whole thing. I'm like, what? The stones.
Yeah, it's a good question, isn't it? Yes.
Yeah. And it gives a whole new meaning to the band, the Rolling Stones.
Yeah, it does, actually.
Yeah, it kind of opens you up.
There's probably like a proper answer to that, and I've just made myself look like a right dumbass.
Don't worry, you get the final edit. You guys, we don't have to release anything without your approval.
Yeah.
I just want to know, what was like your first like gig as FireKind? Like was it a pub somewhere, or like?
You know, I mean, we came back from recording, didn't we? And the tracks were still being mastered at the time, so we just found this like awesome local venue, didn't we? And we hired out like the top sort of room and filled it with loads of our following, and it was one sweaty night.
Yeah. Sweaty but great night, yeah.
But yeah, like the one of the first gigs that was a bit of a wow, this is amazing, when we supported Feeder, and they were like, how many? It was like 5,000. It was quite 6,000 in the crowd, and we thought we'd put a message out, and we ended up having like 3 coaches of our fans come into the gig, and that was one of the first times we were like, wow, all these people want to come and see us, and obviously the Feeder as well, but they're supporting us, and we went into the coaches, didn't we, at the end, and we're like, thanks everyone, and
yeah, that was a definitive moment, I think. I can remember being side stage, seeing this band play, and or even before they played, before we played, because we supported them. So I can remember looking through the curtains and seeing the thousands of people out there, and my heart was like this. I was, fight or flight mode that kicks in, and you don't know how to cope with it. It's amazing, but it's scary as hell. And I tell you, it's walking out in front of those people and playing your own music. I guess that was the break. It was the moment I realised, anyway, that it's just such an amazing feeling, and it's just what you wanted to do.
Hey, that was badass!
Thank you, FireKind. Everyone, please be sure to go check out their latest video, The Sound of Rain, out everywhere on YouTube, and their previous single, Adrenaline, both on the same album entitled What I Have Found Is Already Lost, being released in October 2020.
Yeah, these dudes are the real deal, so just check them out. Badass riffs, badass vocals, fucking bombastic drums, thumping bass. These guys are the greatest.
Power Trio from Devon, UK. Check out their website too, www.firekind.com.
Next week we got another badass artist, so just stick around and see you guys later.
Bye, guys.
Bye.